Hiya, welcome to Urban Rockers. Thank you for joining us. I'm Akila. We're here at the YouTube space, and with me I have Sharlette.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You have a powerful set of pipes, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, that performance earlier was amazing.
Thank you. I saw you smiling there.
I was loving it.
You could have got up and danced and joined me.
No, that probably isn't a good idea just yet. So we got a few questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes, indeed.
So Sharlette, what age did you get into music?
Oh gosh. Well, took a tape from my dad's collection, and it was a soul tape, and it had like Benny King and Jimmy Ruffin songs on it. It was like soul music, and like I tried to get like the kids to sing the songs with me in the playground, and they'll be like, what the hell are you doing? So I've loved music ever since I was a kid, like and I'd say I joined a choir at church, and it kind of just went from there. My love for it just blossomed, should I say.
So is that kind of your background in singing music?
Yes,
through the church, through
pretty
your parents?
much, yeah.
Yeah, did you do a lot of singing at school?
Do you know what? No, not really. No, I only started singing really publicly like a couple of years ago. It was just a hobby on the side, really, and I just sing to myself.
So then what inspired you to then take it further and become an artist?
I just, fear, really. I think that, singing is such a, you make yourself so vulnerable, don't you? And you really put yourself out there. And I was scared to do that. And then all of a sudden I was just like, you only live once, just do this, because you'll look back and regret it if you don't. So I just did it. I'm just going for it.
Sounds like some good advice.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, Sharlette, what was the first single you ever bought?
The first single I ever bought, that's a really, really difficult one. I can't really remember. But I would say that the Mariah Carey album, Fantasy. Oh, yes. And I would try and sing like her, and my mum would be like, "Shut up!"
I know I tried, but I don't have your voice, so it wasn't the same.
I didn't sound like it was more like a drowning. Anyway,
so what's your favourite album by another artist?
Ooh. Right, I would say
all-time favourite.
Oh gosh, that's a difficult one as well. I was like, which one? Who would I say? Amy Winehouse. I really like her Hidden Treasures, and unfortunately it came out after, like she left us, but like that was it. The music on that was so raw and just so real, and I love the takes where she's talking before and after, you just catch a snippet of a piece of her, and her voice is just out of this world, and I love her. So yeah, I'll probably say that's an album that I could just listen to through and through while I'm driving on a long journey, and it'll just be on repeat. Yeah,
it's a good one. Yeah. So are there any artists that you'd like to work with?
Ooh, artists that I'd like to work with. I would say, again, I love so many different types of music that you're going to think, oh my God, this girl's so confused. But I'm not. Like, I know what I want to do for myself. Yeah. But if I was to explore different sounds and want to do different things, I'd love to work with, I'd say one of, like, those dancey sort of producers. Oh, okay. I'd probably say, Sigma, or, I love their vibe. I like Disclosure.
Very beat driven kind of.
Yeah, Clean Bandit. Yeah. But then, the raw sort of stuff that I do, like the bluesy pop soul kind of stuff, I'd love to work with Mark Ronson, and I'd love to explore with something with Pharrell Williams. Like, that's my dream. If I'm going to really put it out there, that's what,
Yeah. I don't think you can top Pharrell at the minute. He's on it.
I don't think so.
Where was the last event that you played at?
Oh, gosh. The last event that I played at, there's so many. The one that sticks out most memorably to me has to be my friend Fudge and the Frequencies headline show, which was at Century in Soho. and it was just packed full of his people, my people, and I supported him. He rocked it out. Well, he funked it out, and it was just amazing. And yeah, I would say that was my last memorable one. Yeah, and also Roof Gardens as well. Yeah, quite. Yeah.
Good venues. All right. So, what's been your best kind of moment in your musical career so far?
Okay, best moment in my musical career. I would say this was quite long ago, but I'll say this was the thing that really like encouraged me. I'd been performing for 6 months, and Seb Collective said to me, like this live music organizer said to me, "Why don't you do your own headline show?" And I was like, why? I've only been out for 6 months. He was like, just have a go at it. Just put it out there. Who cares if 5 people come? Who cares if 10 people come? Just do it. You don't know. So I was like, okay. So I got a few artists. I called it Sharlette and Friends. I didn't want to say they're supporting me. I wanted them to be kind of like alongside me. And yeah, it sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, in August 2014, and I was like, wow, this is so encouraging. Like, people actually want to hear me and do, follow what I'm doing and support. And then I started doing a few other headline shows, and just really, it really encouraged me.
Yeah,
I must say that it really made me understand and know that there's people out there that are supporting, and that's the most, to me, that's the most important thing, like support. Yeah,
after 6 months as well. That's amazing.
Family, friends, and strangers. I was like, oh, I don't know you.
Yeah,
and I was like, I saw this online, and I'm like, oh my god, like,
so
don't know what that's like for a new artist. It's like
amazing.
Yeah.
So you started in 2014.
Yeah.
Is that when you started writing?
I started writing way before that. Just little bits and pieces. Like, I'd probably say 2012, really. Like, I started really writing, but nothing really materialised of it until 2014.
Yeah. Is that when you developed your sound?
Yeah, I'm developing my sound. I would say that was when I started putting myself out there and performing, and I released my first single called Far Away, which is on iTunes.
Still plug there.
But that was in 2014. I've got some new stuff coming soon. So yeah.
Can you describe what we can expect from your music? What it sounds like?
Yeah. It's got a raw kind of feel to it. Instruments. It's pop, soul, blues. Yeah. I'd like to say I only say pop because it crosses over, but it's soulful blues. Yeah, it's got trumpets on it, and and the guitar keys. Got a kind of vintage feel to it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Name 3 artists that you have been or would like to be compared to.
Do you know what? That's a really difficult one, because I wouldn't want to be compared to anyone.
Be yourself.
You know when you just think to yourself, like, how can I even say that I'd like to be compared to that person when you respect that artist so much that you'd be like, oh my God, I don't want to be like rejected and go, I would like to say my inspirations, not be compared to, because, like, obviously I don't want to be compared to them.
You can only do you.
Yeah. I would say my inspirations would be Etta James, Etta James, Paloma Faith, and who else would I say who's at the forefront of my mind? Amy Winehouse, yeah. I just love
Very
her.
raw artist.
And I'll say it's her songwriting, like how honest she is with her songwriting. If I'm ever thinking when I'm writing a song and I'm like, oh, how can I please the people? Sometimes you get that to that point where you're writing a song and you go, and you hear so many people go, oh, that's a good song. You got to write a hit. Sometimes I take it back and go, do you know what? Let me not worry about writing a hit. Let me just think about putting my heart on that piece of paper. Putting it out there, and that's what Amy Winehouse did.
Definitely.
Yeah, her album is her diary.
Yeah.
And Etta James. Yeah.
All right. So what are your top 3 genres of music that you like to listen to?
Oh. The top 3 would be, that's so difficult again. I'd say I'd say mainstream. I like mainstream music. You know, some people go, "Oh, that's so uncool." I'm like, whatever, because anything could cross over into the mainstream. Absolutely anything. Adele isn't pop per se, but she is #1 in the charts. You know, so I'd say mainstream. Anything that's in the mainstream, I like. I like soul. I like dance music. Yeah. That's to name just 3, but I like all different types of music. I like rock. I like classics. Yeah.
A good mix there.
Yeah, a good mix.
Cool.
It's really difficult to just say 3. Yeah.
Okay. So professionally, what's your goal for your music career?
I would like to be in a place where, you know, that it's not about, for me, it's not about being a star. I just want to do what I enjoy doing. I want to enjoy the journey and take it as far as I can to make a career out of it. So I would like to be in a place where I'm writing my own songs. People want to, you know, listen to my music. People want to come and see me at my shows. That would make me most happy, and I would love to do that full time, you know, and put my everything into it. At the moment, I work alongside and I'm doing all kinds of things to try and make this happen. But I would like to be in a place where I'm performing at festivals with a band, and I just love it so much, and that's what I want to do with my life. Just music.
Sounds good.
But whatever that is packaged in, whether it's
Yeah. So you said you work as well as sing.
Yes.
What other jobs have you done other than being an artist?
Right. My main other job is working with children. I work in a school with 4 to 5 year olds.
Wow.
They're great. They make me laugh. That's all I can say. Laughter is good for the soul and for the heart. And they're great. And it's the most rewarding thing I could possibly think of doing.
Very, very polite way of putting that. So what do you do in your spare time when you're not working or singing?
What do I do in my spare time when I'm not working or singing or writing songs, or that takes up most of my time. I'm probably sleeping. Because I was so knackered from doing everything else.
If you're working with 4 to 5 year olds, I'm not surprised.
My friends, my family, that's it really. Like, that's what I like doing if I'm not doing those other things, because those are, like, music is my hobby as well as a thing I'm pursuing to make a living with. Is like keeping it, you know, tight with my family and my friends. And it's really hard because, like, when you're doing like so much, you know, like, it's really hard to get to spend time with my fam.
So they take the priority.
I love them so much.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you remember the first song that you ever heard?
Gosh. My dad has got a tape of me. Right, he recorded me when I was 3 years old because my dad likes all that soul, and he got me singing Percy Sledge. Let me wrap you in my arms. Yeah. And he's, you know, you can hear him sing, and then I'm like singing at 3.
Wow.
And I'm yawning in between. So I'll probably say I can't remember it, but I think that was the first song I can recall hearing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Motown from my mum, reggae from my mum too.
Yeah,
just
eclectic mix.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What are you listening to lately?
I like going on Spotify to, like, check out what's out. You know, like, there's that new Music Friday, and I just listen to it. I like to just listen to what's coming out at the moment. I like Tom Odell, what he's coming up with. I love my unsigned peeps as well. I listen to who do I listen to? I listen to a lot of people. A lot of my unsigned friends, a lot of them. I just check out and see what they're up to doing. And
Cool.
Yeah.
So of your songs now, which one are you most proud of?
Which one am I most proud of? That's a really difficult one because each one has its own story. I'm proud of Far Away because that was the first song that I came onto the scene with. So when I was, like, performing live, it was like covers and Far Away From Me. That was my one original song that I had, you know, that I was performing. So that carried me for a little while until I rehearsed and locked down a few of my other originals, you know. So I'd say that helped me through.
Far Away, first single.
Far Away. That was like 2014. Okay. But then again, I'm really proud of Getaway. I co-wrote that. I'm really proud of a new song called Don't Leave Me that I've written with a guy called Alan Glass. He's a producer. He's absolutely amazing.
Proud of them all. They're all your babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you weren't a musician, what would you be doing?
If I were a musician.
If you weren't a musician.
If I weren't a musician, I'll be right now. I would have gone through university, and I would have got my postgraduate, and I probably would have been an educational psychologist.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because that's my thing. Like, I'm so interested in like children's learning and their behaviour and their thinking and helping families and stuff like that. That's like my other thing on the side. Like, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, very interesting.
So I would have done that.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
I was about to do that, and then I started singing.
Yeah, you can go back to that. It's
I
fine.
can,
There's always time.
Yeah.
So other than the people you've worked with already and that you're working with now, who would be your dream band if you could create one, living or dead? Pick your musicians.
Oh God.
And singers, of course.
Oh my gosh, how can I? Musicians. I'd love to work with Prince.
Yeah.
He could have written a song for me. I could have been that Sinead O'Connor or Leander Havas, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have been so happy with that. Bless him. Stevie Wonder. Gosh.
Yeah. The great.
Yeah. On the keys, just being like, Sharlette, just sing like this. And I'll just play and I'll just do some. Yeah. That would be so amazing.
Stevie, you don't need anyone else if you've got Stevie and Prince.
No.
Yeah?
Absolutely not.
All right. Okay. So you said you listen to a lot of genres of music.
Too many.
Is there any genre that you absolutely can't stand?
Heavy metal. Like, seriously, I don't know why. It's just
not
a
your
thing
thing.
that I can't listen to. I have to turn it over. It hurts my brain. Maybe there's just too much going on in my head already. And so heavy metal just makes me go, it overloads me.
Fair enough.
Like trancey, you know, that sort of
that
like
similar kind of thing.
Sorry to hit the table, but anything that's sort of like
okay.
Sorry, you're starting to realise I'm a bit crazy.
Not at all. Crazy the better, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already mentioned you like to mix your music. Is there anything you haven't tried that you'd like to incorporate into your music?
Anything that I haven't tried that I'd like to incorporate in?
Secret country music star or something like that?
Anything that I haven't tried that I'd like to incorporate into my music. I've actually...
Or that you'd like to dabble with, even if you didn't release it, just to see what it was like.
Reggae.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I love reggae.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of reggae growing up, and yeah, I'd love that. I love the old, like, Alton Ellis. Yeah. And yeah, Dennis Brown. I love the flow. I'd like to try that.
Who knows?
And just see what happens. You know, Rihanna started out singing reggae.
That's true.
True. Look at her now.
She still has a good little mix in there every now and then.
Exactly, she does. Yeah.
So, what can we expect from you in the future, Sharlette?
What can you expect from me in the future? In the immediate future, I'd say I'm performing at the Under the Bridge in Chelsea. On the 22nd of July, and it's on a massive stage, and it's the biggest gig I've ever done yet.
Congratulations.
So you know that I'm really looking forward to that. So if you're about, come along. And I've got some music coming out. I'm recording currently with a producer.
Oh, you said your next album's coming out. Yes. So
it's more. I've not decided whether it's going to be an EP or whether I'm just going to put out singles. And videos.
Okay.
We're discussing that at the moment.
We'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So You mentioned when you were 3, there's you singing on a tape. Do you have a lot of fond musical memories from being back home?
Fond musical memories, yes.
When you were a child?
Yeah. One of them was like my aunties all used to get together. My nan had 11 children, and the sisters of my aunties, there's 7 of them, they've got daughters, and they'd all get together like once every few months, and they would put on music in the living room, and it would be like a party.
Yeah, like a proper rave.
Yeah, and they'd dance in the living room, and they still do it now. Like this was happening from when I was a kid, and it's still happening now. So yeah, that's
you can't
still
not get into
creating the
music
music memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you perform, do you still get nervous?
Yes, I do.
How do you deal with them?
I don't like. I just switch off. I don't think about going on the stage when I'm not on it. It's like how I deal with blood tests. I do not think of blood tests until I'm sitting on the chair when the nurse is sticking a needle in my arm, for example. Like, I don't think about it until it happens.
Okay.
I know I'm kind of comparing going on stage to a blood test, but like nerves, that's how I deal with nerves. I just forget about it.
Yeah. What advice would you give to anyone else who's dealing with nerves?
I would say you have been asked to perform on that stage for a reason, and it's because they want you there. So just if you're nervous and you're going, oh gosh, what if I do this? What if I do that? The worst thing you can do is tense up and worry, because that's going to make you mess up. Just relax and just keep in your head, you're here because they want you here, you're here for a reason. Just do your thing. Don't compare yourself to other people. That's the worst thing you can do. To do the best you that you can possibly do.
Yeah, I like that. Now, I'm sure you don't make too many mistakes, but it does happen every now and then.
Yes, I do.
How do you deal with them when you're performing?
You just pretend like it didn't happen.
There you go. There you go.
Nobody say you get a lyric wrong in your song. Like
no one's gonna know
except for the people who really know you well. And that doesn't happen to me that often. It's less and less and less. But
yeah,
sometimes it does. Sometimes I sing like the chorus twice or three. Just carry on. Just carry on.
Right, okay.
Yeah, just get on with it.
So just quickly, we're running out of time now.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. How do you balance your work life, your music life, your family?
Day by day. Okay. Just have to literally take things day by day.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have a message for us here at Urban Rocks about the work we're doing for you guys?
Yes, I just want to say thank you so much for having me at Urban Rocks. I want to thank Don Sinclair, and I want to thank DNA Events for, putting me in touch with Don Sinclair and Urban Rocks. And I want to thank you as well for being so lovely and making me feel so comfortable.
Oh, no problem.
I did go a bit crazy. Yeah, I did go a bit. But thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody. Yeah.
And also, we want to thank you on behalf of myself and Urban Rockers. Yes. Thank you so much for coming down. Yeah. Thank you for a great interview, great performances.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
I just want to say thank you for supporting me, and I just want to say please keep coming to my gigs. Hold tight. There's going to be music coming soon. I just want to put out great music. I've recorded stuff, and I'm just like not quite happy with that recording, or not. I just want it to be the best that it can be for you guys, and I'm doing this independently, so please bear with me. It'll be out soon. Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yes. Thank you so much. Right.